I'd like to welcome you to today's Volunteer Lunch and Learn. And today we have Tina Campbell from Guildford Family Centre. Welcome, Tina.
Hello, how you doing? You okay?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good. So, I am from Guildford Family Centre. We are led by Guildford Nursery School, and we are sort of targeted intervention service. Really, we step in sort of like the early stages of when things are getting a bit tricky. Our family support workers will go and meet families and work with them just to put in an action plan to make things better. But we're actually led by Guildford Nursery School, and at Guildford Nursery School we've got a few different projects going on. We have got a CAF running at the moment. It is supported by our admin team, but that's not sustainable long term. So that's one of our volunteering kind of opportunities. But we've also got something called a community garden, which is what I'll start on, because that one's actually offers a lot more flexibility. And it's a lovely area, really. So in Guildford Nursery School on Hazel Avenue, it's a large garden, and it was actually designed and installed by the team at Wisley Gardens, so the RHS Society, I think it is. It was put in by them. It's absolutely beautiful. Over the years, I've been there for about 3 years or so. We've not been able to manage it as well as what we'd like to. It still looks great, but we try to get people in to help us with the maintenance of that, bit of weeding, tidying up, sort of pulling certain bushes back, and all very, very low key. You don't have to be an expert gardener or anything. And then once a month, we actually run a gardening and social group there. And again, it's just for anybody at all, any age, any experience, none or expert. They can just go along once a month. Then we have an assistant family support worker that's there, and they can go and just have a bit of a chat with her, have a little bit of a catch up with other people that are in there. And it is just basically doing what they're able to do, just trying to sort out the garden a little bit. There is a plan. It's not quite gone to plan as yet, but what we were wanting to do was to grow enough sort of produce through the year to put some items on our menu at the cafe. So I think there's some vegetables that have been growing that would be suitable for soups, and we're hoping to pull them and turn them into a nice hot drink to serve at the cafe. However, the cafe footfall is not as great as what we would like at the moment. So on one hand, we've got the community garden, and essentially we're just looking for, as I say, anybody of any age, of any experience, that just kind of wants to get out of the house, get their hands stuck in the mud. The medication that comes from being out in nature and getting really sort of embedded in all of that is better than anything, isn't it, really? So that's our first opportunity, and as I say, that is very, very flexible. That could be any time pretty much during the day. I think it's between 9 and 4:30. Go in and do anything that you'd like to do, little as much as you'd like to do. And then, as I said, that we were hoping that some of those things that we actually grow in the garden would then contribute to the cafe. The cafe is slightly more tricky because at the moment we can only run on a Tuesday and a Thursday, because that's what our staffing allows us to be able to do. Ideally, we would like to run Monday to Friday, through the whole time that the nursery is open, and then the flexibility there would be a lot better. But we're a bit stuck at the moment. We're in that point of not being able to move forwards. As I said earlier, the footfall for the cafe is not as high as we'd like it at the moment, but we run it on those days because they're the days that we've got like mother and baby groups and toddler groups going on site. So our thought was that people would kind of filter out, maybe meet friends and stuff in the cafe for a coffee. As I say, it's not as busy as we'd like. So realistically, what we're looking for, I suppose, are people to come and help a bit on a Tuesday and a Thursday. Once that then gets a bit more going, we'd look to be opening 5 days a week, and as I just said, that it's a bit more flexibility there. But we would like it to tie in with what we would like to grow in the garden, to put the seed to plate idea, to put everything back into the cafe. So that's what we are looking for. I know it's probably not that clear, so if anybody has got any questions, do let me know and I'll answer.